Welcome back, YouTube, to some more Touhou Perfect Cherry Blossom. We got our Sakuya, or Sakya rather. We got a death run going of a 1cc. We're trying to hit that 1cc, but you know, you hear my voice, it does not go so well. And we're switching over. We're doing a death run. So if we hit that continue screen, that's going to be the end of it right there. And you know the story by now. We're playing as little Donnie, little Donna Trump here. We have an extended winter. Winter doesn't seem to be stopping here. The world seems to think it's global warming, but we know better. We know it's something supernatural because global warming is a hoax made by the Chinese. So here we are. Looks like we're battling with a scientist here. And we told that scientist we had our own alternative facts we believe in. And they're a bunch of fake news. Or some other garbage. Why do we do this? Why do we do this to Touhou? Does Touhou deserve this type of bullshit? Poor innocent Touhou. Deranged and disfigured. Yes, she is. Young Donna Trump. She's a lot less orange than I thought, but... Oh. Here we are shooting our steak cutting knives, our Trump brand steak cutting knives at her. Just ignoring all fact and logic. And saying, listen here. We're pulling out of the Paris Global Warming Agreement. Because of my own personal beliefs, not the beliefs of, generally America, huh? Just what I personally think. Donna Trump, she's a weird gal, but it's with this many steak knives, what do we expect, right? Pretty easy bullet pattern here. As long as you kind of see the curves before they materialize, you know what's going on. And there we go. We made it through the first level. Okay. and kind of right there, I'm telling you how tempting it is. I gotta get up there, man. I gotta get up there. I gotta get to the top of that level. I want to get all those pickups. I don't care if someone's gonna appear from the nether and just blow my brains out. I need to get up there, man. That's the bane of my existence, is knowing I can just charge on the top of that screen and pick up everything. Oh. Another scientist. Oh, this one's Chen. Maybe she's not a scientist. Maybe she's the one that created the global warming hoax altogether. But here we are. She doesn't know what the hell we're talking about. And we're just ranting and raving like an idiot on Twitter, probably. And here we are just throwing the hashtags at her. And misspellings of Covfefe or some other nonsense. Donna Trump, she's a fine girl, but there's not a lot of redeeming qualities, except for her skill with the steak knife. I mean, one thing's for certain, she couldn't beat this game in 1cc. How about that? Cherry Point Max. Oh, Touhou, you don't deserve this from me. You don't deserve it from me. We have to expect one of those kanji in those dialogue boxes was a hashtag, right? One of them had to be. Look, it looked very checkerboard-like. Hashtag loser. No more losers. Well, this peace treaty isn't working out so well, but you know, what do we expect when Donna Trump is with other human beings? You know, she might as well be an alien as far as we're concerned. You know, she believes her own facts, which are alternative and also, yeah, more or less beliefs than they are facts. So yeah, she kind of does. Well, but you know what? Speaking of this, and getting out of character and stop railing on Touhou so much. You know, I have people in my own life that aren't terribly personally close, that have that own. I'm sure you do as well. That have their sort of own alternative facts. You know, you have those weird friends or those weird. Relatives or, you know, in-laws or something like that, where you just have a normal conversation, you know, about maybe something passing by, you know, let's say, you know, the weather or the economy or the election, and all of a sudden they pull out something fucking... Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what, Fuck. I don't know what the hell happened there. We lost power there for a little bit, I guess, but hopefully this all works out in the wash. I think it does. I'm not sure. But sorry, we had a little bubble there in the whole work of things. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, you know, I was saying you have those friends or those family members that have that sort of, you know, you talk about something normal in life, and all of a sudden they just throw something out of left field on you. You know, I have a sort of like an in-law like that, where it's like, man, you know, working for a big corporation sucks sometimes, something to that nature. He's like, well, you know, because of werewolves and vampires. And I'm like, oh, fuck, man, you know, why is everything got to be so fucking insane with you, you know? Everything has to be a lizard Illuminati, fucking aliens from the fucking deepest nebula. You know, it just, you know, you know, for him, it's like there's no, no easy explanation or no natural explanation of, like, you know, people are, you know, like, can't people just be stupid? You know, can't people, you know, be greedy? No, all people are awesome. It's fucking werewolves. It's I forget the fucking comment he made last time that just made me want to just eject myself out of the fucking room with like a rocket pack and just get as far away as possible. It was some. I was overhearing the conversation about, it was something health related, you know, it was, you know, and then he brought up the fact, like, oh, well, you know, it's because you have angel blood, that sort of blood type that you have, that's descendant from the angels, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Jesus fuck, dude, why the fuck is this in my life? Why the fuck is this in my life? That shit insane. And he's like, well, you know, scientists don't know why this anomaly exists. I'm like, Jesus Christ, why is this guy saying anything? Everyone has Google in their pockets now, you know? I have a smartphone. I can find out exactly what scientists think of every, you know, blood type in known creation. You know, of mammals, of fish, of reptiles. I'm sure there's not a lot of biological, you know, weirdness left, you know, at least especially when it comes to, like, human blood types. Oh no, scientists have been baffled for years now on this type of blood type. I'm like, really? This is weird that we're just learning about this now. You'd figure we'd figure this would be like fucking something we would know in fucking grade school, right? So there's, you know, there's A blood, B blood, AB blood, O blood. Oh, and then there's Y blood, or rather V blood for vampire blood. You know. Don't remember that on the biology tests or in health class. Like, well, you know, when an adult man and adult woman love each other a lot, they had what they call intercourse. However, vampires do it differently. You know, didn't I guess I didn't go to that, missed that class. I don't know. It's just like, why? And I mean, I understand there's you know, there's value in not always believing what you hear. But I mean, I think infinite wells of knowledge out there, you know, beyond generations and generations of study and research at the end of your fingertips that could tell you, no, you're fucking wrong, dude. You're fucking insane. And you know what? It's like, you know, I like reading comic books. You know, it's not like I read fucking science fucking textbooks all fucking day, but, you know, there comes a point where it's like, as much as I like werewolves, you know, I have to kind of concede the fact that they don't exist. You know, I live in a world where this exists instead, you know, despite the fact. But, you know, fucking, I don't know, some people sometimes, right? Then again, if you listen to this last, like, 5 minutes or so, and, could not relate, and don't know what the fuck's going on, consider yourself fucking lucky. Bless your lucky stars you don't have someone fucking that. I mean, I wouldn't say that insane. I mean, there's certainly worse to be than, at least that annoying. Let's go with that. That's probably about the nicest way I could say. Check that out. We got 6 lives. 6 lives ain't so bad. 5 lives. 5 lives ain't so bad. We all knew that was too good to be true. Man, I want all these pickups so bad. Oh, she certainly. Here we are battling a straw man or a straw woman. About the only opponent we could ever defeat for little Miss Donna Trump here. Going back to our story, of course, our selective plot line to this game. A lot of steak knives. Quite a lot of steak knives. I mean, that certainly is to be expected when you can't sell a steak. Oh. I want to make a Trump University joke, but I really can't. I don't know. I don't really have anything in the old brain to. I don't know. To be completely honest, you know, I don't really envelop my life in Donald Trump's fucking moronic bullshit of his presidency. I kind of unplug from all that shit. You know, I love to make fun of him. The Covfefe stuff. That stuff's pretty awesome. I mean, of course, it's a little sad that it's been blown up to this much proportion, but it's also a little sad this fucking 80-year-old man is fucking on Twitter so much, you know, just, I don't know, the guy is a fucking, he's a bizarre one, to say the least, you know. Very much a baby in the fucking old man's body. God. I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, you take a guy who's, you know, had a billionaire father who's given him, you know, a humble $1 million loan to start his business, and every fucking hookup in the fucking world to fucking photocopy that money. What the fuck you know, it's honestly like, yeah, what the fuck does he know about anything? Jesus Christ. You know, the very most that guy's ever had to work for in his life is to decide, you know, whether he wanted to hire or fire somebody to do a particular job. Fuck him. But yes, here we are, 4 lives, 2 bombs. Hopefully we use those to some good degree, because this boss here, or this trio of bosses here, is certainly the first challenge spike of the game. Yeah, these guys do not mess around. Yeah. And from 6 we are down to 3 real quick. Just too many facts and just common knowledge of, you know, yeah, just too much elementary school learning for Donna here. We've been throwing every bomb at this as we possibly could. I mean, certainly with 3 lives here, it looks like we are going to survive this in some regard. Hopefully without losing another life here. It's going to be close, I think. We just stood there and took it like something that stands there and takes it. Alright, we make it out, but mortally wounded. You know, once a strong, glorious 6 lives, we've been reduced down to 2. And the homing shots here certainly do help out taking out these enemies here before they make too much of a mess. Well, in essence, in theory, that's what you're supposed to do. In essence, right? Unfortunately, not full power, just full power there, but we missed a lot of those pickups there. I want all those. We sort of kind of put ourselves in a pickle there. And here we are. Guess who, if there was any surprise to who would quickly kill this run. Yeah, the little sword girl. She is going to be, ouch. That takes us down real quick to the nothing. Yeah, if there's any surprise of who's who's the death dealer in this run. I think everyone knew before. Even before we hit start, that Yomu here was going to guide us to the afterlife. But it looks like we fight on for a little bit here. We got a 1-up there. So, man, not that we make good use of it, though. That's just poor play right there. All the same, we may have taken her first form away, but I think the 0 lives, 2 bombs thing is going to be a hurdle. I'm not so sure we're going to be able to succeed on, or to overpass rather. And wouldn't you know it, at the end of the day, Donna Trump falls to just to a sharper blade. Someone makes better knives and makes better steaks. The irony, the irony. Who could have foreseen it? And now we are naked, bare ass naked, no lives, no bombs, nothing but our skill, and we know that ain't gonna fucking buy us a steak. Yomu's gonna put us right in our place real quick. And there it is right there. R.I.P. But you know, it was fun. We gave it our all, and I think we died exactly kind of where we thought we were going to. Alright, so make sure you subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and we'll certainly do this again another time. Alright guys, have a good one.